Hey everyone, welcome to Yoga Moments. I'm Janice, and this is our Yoga for Nurses series. So it is night 2. You're almost done your run. I bet it's going to feel so good. And tonight we have a little flow for some self-love. So we're going to bring it inside. It's going to feel really good. We're going to start in a chair because it's night shift and we're not going to get on the floor. So when you do find yourself in a chair, make sure you're not going to roll away on us. We don't want to lose you. We're going to plant our feet, press into all four corners, lift up a little bit from the arch. So even though we're sitting, we're really going to extend our awareness to this whole body because we're all connected from our toes to our heads. So take it inside, press into your sit bones, draw your pelvic floor up, navel hugs in and up. You can close your eyes, lift your heart, relax your shoulders down away from your ears. And just check in here. So drop in with your breath. Maybe you extend the inhale, extend the exhale. And just notice how you feel, especially in this moment, but maybe even from when you started this series a few days ago. Maybe you feel a little more aligned, a little more centered. Who knows? Maybe you feel just a little more ease. So there's no right answers. Just check in. Take a couple more breaths. And then when you're ready, we'll flutter the eyes open. And right away, we're going to hop into some neck circles. So synchronizing this with our breath, we're going to draw a line with our nose, look all the way up. And on an exhale, we're going to bring it down through center. So slowing it down and lining up with our breath here. So if you want to do smaller circles, go for it. If you feel like you want to mix and match, absolutely, make it yours. But I encourage you, maybe slow it down. See if you can find something new. Maybe you pretend that you're painting with the tip of your nose. Who knows? And then go the other way when you're ready. So listening to your body here, finding what it is you need, and seeing if you can maintain this alignment. So even though we're drawing circles with our nose, and that seems to be where our focus is, can you bring that awareness to how you're seated as well? Like I said, we're all connected in our legs, to our torso, to our arms, to our neck, to our spine. So come back to center. We're going to do a nice full body stretch here. So really stretch it out, arms up, feet out. Make it yours. Wiggle what you need to. And then we'll bring our arms down to our sides. We're going to massage our hands. So I know we did this yesterday, but give a little love to our hands and maybe our fingers, and you will instinctively know exactly where you need a little extra love. And I encourage you to follow that, listen. Maybe creating a little more space. You can always wiggle your toes while you're doing this. And then we're going to take that nice little massage and we're actually going to bring it right to our neck. So maybe you work out your trapezius muscle, maybe the base of your skull, maybe you work it into your jaw, who knows. But find what feels good here. Should feel pretty nice. And half the time is we just don't take the time to do this to ourselves, or people will think we're strange. Who knows? If your friends or colleagues are looking at you, tell them to do it too, because it'll feel really good. Maybe if you really like each other, you can give each other a neck rub, but play within your own limits. So see a little more space, a little more movement in our shoulders and our neck. And then we're going to interlace our hands, fingers, bring it out, lift all the way up. Again, keeping this alignment in our core. We're going to reach up, nice big stretch. On an exhale, we'll take it over to the right side. So I'm keeping my shoulders in line here. I'm drawing my left hip crease back because the tendency is to kind of turn forward. So making sure that my hips are aligned here. reaching up towards where the ceiling and the wall meet. So if you've ever intubated, that's where you want to lift the laryngoscope to. Taking a couple of breaths here. Lifting up from both sides of the torso. On an inhale, we'll come back to center. If you need to give the hands a shake, go for it. Otherwise, we'll come right over to the left side. And again, lifting up from both sides of the torso, drawing my right hip crease back so I'm in line with my left hip crease. And shoulders, working on slowly stacking them, keeping them in line. You got this. One more breath here, make it the best one you've taken all day. And then we'll exhale, come back to center. I'm going to take it all the way down, so if you have anything in any upper pockets, empty it. We're going to come into a forward fold, lengthening our heart away from our pelvis, creating a little space in our shoulders. So let your arms fall to the outside of your knee. Let your shoulders be wide. If you've got a tummy, no big deal. Walk your legs out. Come into a forward fold. You can still have your arms on the outside. Or if you're not comfortable going tummy to your thighs, you can always come to your knees. Again, really drawing the front body to the back body here, creating a little extra length in the spine. So lots of options no matter where we are. We're going to inhale, front body lifts up towards the back body, navel and heart draw up towards the spine. I'm going to extend my right foot, keeping a nice little micro bend in my knee. I'm going to bring my left elbow to my left knee, and I'm going to reach forward with my heart. So creating this stretch in the back of my hamstrings, those pesky hamstrings. My right toes are curled up towards my nose. And it doesn't matter if you're here or if you're here, wherever you feel is good for you. So yoga happens on the inside because we're all built just slightly differently. We're all the same, but we're all different. So find a nice stretch, and again, it's night shift. You don't have to push hard. Find your breath. Everybody look up, reach your heart forward. Nice, easy way to go a little deeper. And then again, front body lifts up towards the back body, finding that support within. Or we're going to take it to the left side. So left foot extended, a little bend in my knee, and reaching forward here. So finding what's comfortable for you, listening to your body, because honestly, if you're feeling pain or strain, that's your body's way of telling you, we've gone too far, come back a little bit. And pushing it like that or forcing it really isn't going to serve us in our career or in our life. So let's do it with a little bit of kindness. Breathe here. One more breath. Inhale, lift your heart, look forward. Maybe you smile. If you're doing it with colleagues, maybe you make faces at each other. Totally encourage it. On an inhale, we'll come all the way up. I'm going to walk my feet together here and just opening the hips. I'm bringing my hands to the outside of my thigh just as a little bit of close support, because if you don't, you might feel like your hips are going to overextend, so just a little feedback for the body. And if you have really tight hips, walk your feet out. No big deal. So it should feel pretty good. Nice little extension, external rotation. And take a couple of breaths, finding this alignment. Squeeze your sit bones together. Take a couple of breaths. Later on, we do a really yummy restorative pose where we do this with pillows on the ground. So something to look forward to. On your next inhale, we'll draw our legs together. Use your hands, give yourself a hand, bring it to the center, and then walk our feet out. And we're going to let our knees hang in. So just countering that external rotation with a little internal rotation here. Again, you don't have to force it, but you might find a little soft movement. Feel really good, and you can always walk your feet out even further if you want. So have a little fun, make it your own practice. Alrighty, we're going to come into a seat. If you want to, you can cross your feet, come into Sukhasana. If you don't want your feet on the chair, because I know what work shoes look like, then leave them on the ground, find some comfortable position. close your eyes and just take a second of gratitude here. So you've done your shift, you're transitioning back into a run off most likely, or if you do a 5-day schedule, you've got Friday and the weekend's almost here. Let your elbows be heavy, lift your heart. So make these next breaths yours in every way, whatever that means. Okay, tomorrow we have a really yummy flow to help you transition from nights to days. It's low, it's gentle, it's really, really kind, and it'll help you feel grounded and make that transition back into a day schedule. You can like, share, subscribe, comment. You can always donate if you'd like to help us continue bringing yoga to people. And otherwise, I wish you a very sweet night shift. We'll bring our hands up to our heart, from my heart to yours. Namaste.